Hey, Coach Hiram here with another episode of In-Game Analysis, where I analyze a game and give my feedback. This game here happens to be a game that I was coaching myself. The age group is 6 and 7.
6, 7!
So we're going to see what's going on here. So this is what we were working on in practice, Capri. We've been working on this since last season, but that ball was easily taken away from you there. We worked on these bar handles before, that when you're dribbling the ball literally in front of the defender, what's going to happen? They're going to take it away. They're going to end up taking the ball away. So that's why we worked on you crossing the ball over before the defender comes right in front of you, or the behind the back. We worked on that before too, where you throw it behind the back from your left side over to your right side. The more you practice on that, the more it will come like as instinct. So you see how that little kid just kind of came and stepped in front of you? When you practice that behind the back more, by instinct, you're just going to naturally put it behind your back to the other side. So I want you to work on that, right? Here we have a really good pass by Cooper. Capri was open, good shot. I can live with that. That was a really good pass. She was wide open, and she took a really good shot as well. Another shot. That was beautiful. I like that, Cooper. Good job getting your teammates involved. Because look, you could actually shot it right there yourself, but you ended up passing it to her. So, and also Capri, if you can tell you're a little bit, by the way you're shooting, you can tell you're a little bit outside your range. Meaning that had you stepped in a little bit closer, that would have been a perfect shot distance-wise. So what I want you to do next time, if you see you got the ball here, right? You see those two purple shirts coming to you? You could literally just dribble, pump fake, and dribble to the left and got in a easier or a closer shot, all right? So I want you to start working on that. That once you get the ball, if the defender's coming to you, just pump fake and dribble to the left or dribble to the right. Good rebound. Good pass, Cooper. Good pass, too. Good pass, Cooper. Find the open man. That was a really good, you had a really good passing game that day. Good job on everybody getting back on defense. Leo, you see Hayden coming here. Set a screen for him. The ball's coming down. Oh, you did right there, actually. You did right there. Set another screen. Set another screen for him. But that, you know what? Good intention, though. I see it the first time you set that screen, so good job. That's when you know your basketball IQ, your basketball smarts is improving, is when you're setting screens without being even asked, without me having to yell, screen, screen, screen. You're just doing it, and I like that. Good job. And good hustle on defense, Micah. You really had a good defensive effort that game where you were right on the ball and everything. See, again, right there, Capri. That shot is a little bit too far for you. Could you make it? Yeah, you probably could. But I like the shots for you that maybe like 1 or 2 steps closer. Those would be easier shots for you to hit until you start gaining more strength in your shooting form. Micah, great defense right there, man. Good job following the defender. Guys, look at this. Look at that defensive stance from Micah. Look at that. He's down low. He can't see me here, but he got his hands out. I like that, man. Good job. Look, that's perfect. Beautiful. Great defense, guys. Good shot. Really good shot by number 5. All right, here goes another shot, Capri. I want you to examine here. Right here, you're wide open. 100% you're wide open. But you could have literally gone with your left hand, dribble with your left, and gone for a layup. So I want you to start working on that. Pump faking and driving to the basket, or just driving to the basket with taking 1 or 2 steps. If you're a little bit too far, too far out to shoot that jump shot. Luca, I want to tell you, good job here. Let's see if we can back up just a little bit here. You're wide open, and you're making it known. You're putting your hands up. You're yelling for the ball. I love that. I absolutely love the talking on the court. You're wide open. You see nobody around you. There's no defenders. You're like, I'm open. I love that. You're just not saying it. Most kids just say, pass, I'm open. You're like, most kids just say it with their words, but you're like showing like, I'm open, give me the ball. And Hayden, good pass, man. Good look. Good look. See, if you guys remember, we were practicing those rainbow passes. Remember the rainbow passes where I said, do not make those type of passes when the defender's in front of them? There was no defender here in front of him. If you look, Luka's wide open. But Hayden had to make that little bit of rainbow pass to get the ball over the defenders that were in front of him. So sometimes you do need a pass to do a rainbow pass. So that was a good pass, Hayden. Really good pass. Ooh, it didn't go in, but that was beautiful. Good basketball right there. Good job, Micah, getting that rebound. Dude, you're a tough little kid, man. You're a tough little kid. On defense, on rebounding, that's awesome. Good job, Hayden, stepping up. Oh. So, Leo, look. You're bringing the ball down here. You had good intention. I like that. I like the way you've been seeing the court lately. You've been seeing the court, seeing who's open. Look at that. Right here, Luka wide open, and you passed him the ball, but then it got picked off. But then again, you see, it got caught by this one here, but the other player was probably going to catch it too. So maybe a better pass would have been to Hayden, for Hayden to either pass it in or for Hayden to take a shot. But you see, he was open for one split second, and you noticed it. But I like the fact that at least you tried to get that ball to him. Yeah, that was a good one, man. It got stolen, but I can live with that. All right, here we have William bringing the ball down. Here I need you to make the easy pass, all right? When you're here bringing the ball down, the easy pass would have been back to Leo right here. To Capri here in the middle. But you just do it to where you try to throw it to Theo, but Theo had the defender on him. So that's not the best pass at that moment. The best pass would have been to, like I said, Leo or to Capri, and then you cut to the basket. Oh, good put back, Luka. Whoa! Damn, that was a good pass. It got picked off though, but look, damn, that was good. Good job, Theo, making yourself open. Look, hands up. Look at you jumping like a little bunny. Look at that. Ooh, I wish I could put this in slow motion. That was a good pass, William. Good look. So just pass it just a little bit higher. Man, that was a good pass. Really good pass. And good job, Theo. You're open and you're like, I'm open. I like that. Another good look by Leo. You see the open man? Perfect pass. Good shooting, Luka. You're wide open. That was a good shot. Went just a little bit over the backboard, but that was a good shot. And good pass, Leo. Here's another good pass by Leo. Finding the wide open man. Leo brings it down. That was the right play right there. Now, just like I was telling Capri, William, I want you to take 2 dribbles and shoot the ball. Or 2 dribbles and take it to the basket, okay? That was a really good pass, Leo. All right, we got some really good defense right here. Capri steals the ball, she holds it, and she brings it down. Now, I'm going to pause this again. You made a shot, Capri. Good shot. You see how that shot's a little bit easier because you're closer to the basket? But look, I want you to look at one thing here. The referee didn't call it, but I want you to look at you. You look at you and tell me, what do you see with your feet? Oh, man. I want to show it one more time, all right? I want you to see what the referee should have called. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. What do you think referee should have called? Travel. So sometimes in this age group, since it's instructional, sometimes they'll call it, sometimes they won't. But I still want you to learn. Just because they're not going to call it probably, I still want you to do it the right way. So we're going to work on that pivot foot movement. But good job taking it from one side over to the other. All right, Theo, I want you to look here. You bring in the ball went out of bounds. Referee's giving you the ball to put out of bounds. Who's wide open right now? Look who's wide open. Luka was wide open for a layup, but you gave it to Leo. So whoever's inbounding the ball, I need you to look like this before you throw that ball in to make sure who has the better shot of making it. Luka under the basket or Leo this far out? I would say Luka because he's under the basket. He's closer. And another thing, Leo, if you look at your shot, look at where you jump. Just look right here where you jump. And then see where you're falling backwards and you're trying to throw the ball. That's not a good shot in any way, shape, or form. None. Even had you made that shot, I would have said, hey, Leo, that's not a good shot. Because you're falling backwards and you're just throwing it up. What you could have done is pump fake and then gone in for a putback or just dribble it back into the basket. And again, guys, when I give this feedback to one player, like I was telling Capri about the travel, Leo about the shot, when I teach one, I teach all. So if I'm trying to show one good shot, William, ooh, you gotta look at that one again. When I teach one kid, when I'm trying to help one kid with one thing, it's me helping everybody. So take the example I gave to Capri, take the example I gave to Leo, and apply that to yourself. Same thing there. William, good shot. They didn't call the travel. So if you can look back here, if you can rewind a little bit, great defense, but you took like, he double dribbled. So again, they're probably not going to call it, but nonetheless, I want us to work on it, okay? So we're working on that in practice. Good rebound here by Leo. Now Leo's dribbling down from one side to the other. Now let me tell you, Leo, what usually happens here, okay? And I want you to take this as me trying to help you, because that's literally what I'm trying to do. You normally grab the rebound and you take off. But what happened here is that you pretty much had to pick up your dribble here. But what you normally end up doing, you see this man over here? You normally go to that corner. You usually grab the rebound and you just dribble all the way to that little corner over there. And then you're in trouble because now you got to pick up your dribble, the defender's on you, and you got nowhere to pass to. Because now you may have one or two defenders on you, all right? So if you're going to do that, which I'm okay with, I just want you to work on this rebound, I'd rather you cross to the middle of the court. So you see, you should have gone to your left hand. Guys, I'm always preaching. Learn to dribble with both your left and your right hand. Had you gone with your left hand, let's just see this play out. You would have been able to go towards the middle for a closer shot or pass it out instead of getting in trouble there and picking up your dribble. Oh. So again, what I'm saying is that when you grab the rebound, if you're going to dribble it down, just don't dribble it all the way down to the corner back here. Because then that's where you get in trouble. Dribble it and then go straight to the basket, but in the middle of the court. Like towards where the free throw line is. It's a really good pass by Leo, man. Finding the open man. Really good pass. Ooh. And then look, you stepped in there. William got in trouble. He made a smart decision and passed it back out. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot, Leo. Theo, so you see what's going on here? This is what I was telling you. When you grab the rebound and immediately you just take off. Which again, I'm okay with that. Well, Leo, I want you to answer, or Theo, I want you to answer. What was this? What is this called? You picked up your dribble with two hands, you dribbled it again. What's that called? Double dribble. So, you see you got yourself in trouble there because you were dribbling to the corner. So that's what I'm telling you. When you're bringing the ball down, bring it a little bit slower. Because in this case, you're running faster than what your dribbling ability allows because you're losing the ball. But if you were to slow down a little bit, you wouldn't lose the ball that much because you're going at a good pace. either way, good job trying to save the ball at the end. But again, I'm trying to help you here with this feedback. And look at that crossover, dude. I don't see a crossover. You just break somebody's ankles. Oh man. So at that point, when you cross somebody over, go to the basket, but don't go to the corner. Go to the basket. You cross them over, boom, you could have easily gone to the middle. All right, good hustle there, man. Good hustle. All right, ball's coming down. Capri's playing point guard here. She got stuck. She distributes the ball. Leo finds the open man. Beautiful pass to Theo. Theo with the dunk. Oh, no. That was a good play, man. I could live with that all day. I could live with that play all day long. The smart play there was what happened. Capri couldn't get past her defender. Leo sees an open man. Theo, he drives it to the basket. I'm perfectly okay with that. I am perfectly okay with that. That was a really good shot, Leo. And good pass. That was a really good shot, Theo. And good shot. Good passing, Leo. Ooh, okay. Hey, you know what? Look, I can live with this. I can live with this, Theo. Look, you gotta work on a little bit of footwork. But look, you took it to the basket. You didn't try to shoot it from here. You didn't try to shoot this shot over him. That would have been a really bad shot. You took it to the basket. All we needed to work on now is the footwork and pivot foot. But look at that. That's an improvement, man. That's a good job, Theo. You went. You saw what happened. Boom. Dribbled it to the basket. I can live with that, man. I can live with that. Oh, and he said, no, don't take my toy. No, that's my ball. I like that. I like that, Theo. That's my ball, baby. You're not taking my ball away from me. Good job. All right, good pass from Micah. Leo, the backboard's always your friend here. Backboard is always your friend, all right? When you get these layups, try to angle yourself so that you could hit it off the backboard. Williams with that rebound. Williams with the pass. Good job. I can't see what's happening here. Ooh. Okay. I like that, Micah. Let me see what happened here. I couldn't tell what happened because they weren't recording. But Micah grabbed the ball and took it straight to the basket. I can live with that. I like that. Good play, Micah. Or they pushed him, or I don't know what happened. But, oh, okay. You got free throws. Okay. Let's see you hit this one. Oh, okay. Oof. Micah on the ground getting that ball. I like that. Look at these active hands on defense by Micah. What do you think I mean by active hands? On defense, your hands are active. You're up, down, you're moving down. Look, just by him having his hands like this, he was able to take the ball away. I like that, man. Uh-oh. Matthew Johnson over here. Ooh. Oh, that should have been a foul. Good take, Micah, all the way. Lost control, past it. Now Capri, another option here. Another option is you dribble to your left side and take a little bit of a closer shot. I mean, that was a good shot. It was good distance. But another option would have been dribble it to your left and maybe even go for a layup on the left side. Let's see what you guys do down here. Okay, I see the intention there, Hayden. You're trying to pass that Micah. But Micah was open. Okay. Good intention there. At least you're seeing the play. So, we have Cooper bringing the ball down. I like that. So, I would have preferred you to here. Right here. And that's good footwork, man, because you're really good with your footwork, Cooper. You don't travel not as much, man. You're really good with your footwork, so I want to commend you on that. But that shot's a little bit outside your range. Could you make it? Sure, you could. But I want you to have they call it a high percentage shot, meaning there's a higher percentage of you making it. So you saw how you did a little bit of a step back here? A better option would have been for you to do a little bit of step back, don't pick up your dribble, and then go to the right side and dribble for a layup, or Capri was open as well, okay? So let's look at that one more time, that way you can kind of piece it together. You get the ball, you bring it up, you still do the step back, but you don't pick up your dribble. You just do a step back and then go forward to the basket or pass to the Capri, because she was wide open as well. So this is me, I think we had an out of bounds play here that I just made up. This is me trying to teach you guys how to follow directions on the clipboard. So we had a little play here where you were going to, whatever, Leo was supposed to go here, Hayden over here. So let's see. Okay, it's somewhat happened. It's somewhat happened. And Capri, you gotta see here, when you're throwing the ball from out of bounds, you see where you got the ball right here? You got it like by your waist. You should have the ball up here. You should have that ball above your head, because look at what ended up happening. It never even went inside. She blocked it. But had you had the ball up here, you would have been able to throw it over her. All right, Hayden, good choice here. You got stuck and you didn't try to force it. But look at this other pass from Leo, man. Leo sees Micah open. Ooh, perfect pass. That was a good look, Micah. And you still go for your own rebound. Dang. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, Micah. Good hustle, man. You win for your own rebound. That's awesome. Ooh. Good passing, guys. That's like the third or fourth pass. Ooh. Good passing, guys. Good job passing. William, I like how you're here trying to see what's the best decision, what's the best choice to make here in passing the ball. However, I do want you to work on the travel, because you picked up your dribble, or the double dribble. You picked up your dribble, you dribbled it again, double dribble. The referee should have called that. And when you picked up your dribble, you moved both of your feet, which is called a travel. But I like the fact that you stopped and you started looking where's the best possible option to pass the ball. So good job there. Ooh, good ball movement. Now we're coming upon the end of the game here. We're down by 1. There's a few seconds left. Micah, yet again, with another steal. And William running down. I like that. Running down. Micah had a good look. And then William goes ahead and shoots it. And now we're up by 1. Good job. Good celebration, boys and girls. All right. So they go ahead, and I recall here, we steal the ball again. All right, call timeout. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, so that brings us to the final play. All right, guys, so let me explain to you what was happening. We're up by 1 point, right? We're up by 1 point. 1 point. There's like 12 seconds left on the clock. Luka has the ball right here. We're going to throw the ball inbound. The play I said was for Leo to stand here on the other side of half court. Why? Because the defense, let's say the 5 defenders that are here, are not allowed to cross half court, right? So in this case, we're up by 1. We do not need to score. If I recall, there was 13 seconds left on the clock, right? There are 13 seconds left on the clock. Luka is supposed to pass the ball to Leo because it's an easy pass. It's a simple pass because the defense can't steal the ball, because why? The defense in this age group is not allowed to cross over to the other side. So let's see what happens. This is the exact play. Half court is right, that line right there, that black line right there. All right. Now, Luka, this is not something I told you, but something that you can learn from, right? Because the ball almost got stolen. Look. Look at that. The ball almost got stolen, and they would have had a chance to take the ball and score a basket. So next time, and again, I didn't tell you how to pass it, but next time, like I was telling Capri, have the ball over your head and toss it. Right there would have been a perfect opportunity to do a rainbow pass to Leo on the other side, because the defense is not allowed to cross half court. But the ball went to him, and the instruction was to dribble it out, Leo. To hold the ball, dribble it out, because we don't need to score. Because what happens? You're going to shoot a shot. If you miss it, now you're giving the other team an opportunity to win it at the buzzer. We didn't want that. So what you should continue doing here is dribbling the ball until the buzzer sounded, because there was only how many? 13 seconds left in the game. We didn't have to shoot the ball. So you came here, you dribbled, and we're going to work on this because you do this a lot. This little step back where you take 4 steps. They're calling travel on you, and they're going to, no, as you see here, they call travel. Did you see that? I want you to see how it's travel. You picked up your dribble, you moved like 2 steps, and then you took like 2 more. So it was like 4 to 5 steps you took. And the referee blew the whistle. So we got to be careful, because we gave them the ball back with about, I think, 4 seconds left. So, and then we played defense, and we ended up winning the game. But it is all a learning experience, all right? So really good job, Luka, with following the directions and not giving the ball to Micah. I didn't want the ball there. Not giving the ball to Capri over here. I didn't want that. I wanted to go to Leo on the other side of the court. So that way we can guarantee that the ball wasn't going to be stolen. So, and just so you know, I could have easily just told, hey, Capri, go where Leo is. Or, hey, William, go where Leo is. Hey, Micah, go where Leo is. It was just happened to be that I wanted Leo on the other side so he could get the ball. So we can get the ball in. But, guys, we're all learning here. Overall, good game.